Good morning, everyone. My name is Felicia Siddiqui, and I'm a student at American Military University. Today I'll be presenting my research proposal for EVSP 601, a spatial analysis of Islamic environmental ethics initiatives in Morocco, water management, land use, and community resilience in Rashida, Zagora, and Ouarzazate. My research seeks to understand the relationship between faith-based environmental action and real-world outcomes. Specifically, I'm asking, how does the presence and location of initiatives rooted in Islamic environmental ethics correlate with water availability, land health, and the socio-economic well-being of communities in the three Moroccan provinces facing significant environmental challenges? Morocco's water crisis is one of its most pressing challenges. Despite technological and policy interventions, sustainable water management remains elusive. A key reason is that solutions often neglect the crucial cultural and ethical values that shape community behavior and resource stewardship. Islamic environmental ethics, guided by principles like stewardship and balance, offers a promising alternative. However, we lack empirical evidence on how IEE initiatives actually translate into on-the-ground impact. My research aims to fill this gap by examining the spatial distribution of these initiatives and their correlation with environmental and socioeconomic factors, ultimately contributing to more sustainable water resource management. The central argument of my research is that the location of Islamic environmental ethics initiatives in Rashida, Zagora, and Ouarzazate directly shapes environmental and socioeconomic outcomes. My working hypothesis is that the presence of these initiatives is positively linked to improvements in water sustainability, land vegetation, and community resilience. I will be testing three specific sub-hypotheses. One, that regions with more IEE initiatives will demonstrate more sustainable water management. Two, that the spatial distribution of these initiatives corresponds to more sustainable land use practices. And three, that communities with greater presence of IEE initiatives will exhibit stronger socioeconomic resilience. Morocco is facing an intensifying water scarcity crisis due to climate change, population growth, and agricultural expansion. This issue isn't solely technical or political. It is also deeply ethical, considering water's central role in Islamic tradition. Islamic environmental ethics provides a framework for sustainable resource management through principles of stewardship and balance. Historically, traditional water systems like Qatara's thrived on community governance informed by Islamic values. Contemporary policies have largely overlooked the potential of IEE to foster culturally resonant solutions. My research will be a meta-analysis of existing data and a spatial analysis conducted using GIS software. Data on IE initiatives will be sourced from academic databases, peer-reviewed journal articles, and reports from non-government organizations. These sources will document community-based environmental projects in the specified Moroccan provinces. I will use proxy indicators for IEE initiatives, such as the location of green mosques, community gardens sponsored by Islamic charities, or documented Qatara restoration projects to map these initiatives. To support the spatial analysis of the hypotheses, I will access data for water scarcity and land cover through NASA Earth data, World Bank, FAO, and Moroccan government agencies. Data for socioeconomic indicators will come from the World Bank, the United Nations, and the Moroccan High Commission for Planning. I will use a combination of GIS spatial analysis and statistical methods to test my hypotheses. All collected data will be processed and standardized for integration into a GIS project file. I'll primarily use spatial correlation analysis, applying Kendall-Tau to measure the strength and direction of the relationships. Given my intention to source some of the information from peer-reviewed journal articles, this may lead to some subjective bias, insofar as they may focus on successful initiatives or may take certain perspectives. Then I will also implement spatial regression to determine the significance of IEE initiatives on environmental and socioeconomic outcomes, while controlling for other factors and accounting for potential bias. The use of satellite imagery to derive key environmental indicators, like normalized difference vegetation index, is a standard practice in land use studies. The findings will be presented through a series of maps, such as a choropleth map, to show the density of IEE initiatives across the 3 provinces, and composite maps to overlay these initiatives with water scarcity data. A scatter plot will also be used to visualize the relationship between IEE initiatives and key environmental indicators. The quantitative results will be summarized in tables. My research fills a critical gap by moving beyond theoretical discussions of Islamic environmental ethics and empirically measuring its real-world impact. By using GIS-based analysis, it builds upon existing methods, but applies them in a novel context. My research offers a new approach to tackling environmental problems in regions with strong religious identities. It provides policymakers with a tool to create more effective, culturally sensitive policies. It argues that faith-based frameworks can be a crucial component in addressing climate change. In a world grappling with climate change, this research argues that faith-based frameworks can be a crucial part of the solution. It has the potential impact in Morocco, but also in other Muslim-majority regions facing similar challenges. The following are my references. Thank you.